Hello and welcome. Welcome to my home and welcome to my sacred space that I prepared for us today. I'm Olivia and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your daily pick a card. I am shuffling cards from the Healing the Mind and Spirit deck by Dr. Brian L. Weiss. This is for our thought of the day. I'm going to do a couple of hard shuffles on the table. I really enjoy these cards. I don't always agree with everything they say, but that's okay. You don't have to agree with what I say either. It's important that we have differing ideas and beliefs. It's part of the human condition. Okay, let's see what we have. We're going to cut the deck and draw from the bottom. Okay. I always remember that I am a spiritual being. Like I said, you don't have to believe like I do. It's good to hear differing ideas. Your true essence is your soul, which is eternal and exists in an ocean of love. You are not your body. And I'm not going to take beef with it, even though I might normally do that. I just don't. I don't feel like putting that much energy into it right now, but I do like that idea, okay? So I just have a little differing opinion about it. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee and shut my mouth for a sec. You know, speaking of shutting my mouth, this happened, 3, maybe even longer, 4 years in a row. My New Year's resolution, I always take some time to think about what it's going to be, and I try really hard to get my message from Spirit. And I do consider myself to be somewhat of a feminist. Maybe not even somewhat, but maybe hardcore feminist. And so it was kind of a shocker to me to get the message that I was to not give any advice unless someone asked. And if I felt really strongly about something, to let others speak first. And it did me a lot of good. And when people asked, boy, did I give advice. But people don't ask for advice often. And what I found is when they do ask for advice, they're not always going to take your advice. And that's okay. In fact, sometimes it's better than... Okay, I'm pontificating again. And I would like to move on to our card reading. I enjoy you guys so much. And I really enjoy hearing from you. So please do give me a comment. I've gotten some really sweet ones lately. And I just want you to know, hearing back from you is a big part of this interaction. So I do appreciate that very much. And even just a thumbs up or even a thumbs down, those are also communications that I appreciate very much. Okay, so go ahead and take the time that you need to pick your card. What I have here, I'm not going to show them up close because they're just skipping rocks and a piece of driftwood. Just things from nature that I enjoy. This one came from, I believe, Galveston Island, a little piece of driftwood here. It sparkled in the sun with the sand on it. Um, it has a little less sand on it now, but so it doesn't sparkle so much anymore. But that's what we have as card toppers. I'm going to take a sip of coffee while you look those over and figure out which cards you're going to pick. It could be one card, it could be two, three. Some people wait till they're all overturned to pick them. Some people just put this video on in the background, and that's fine. I appreciate you guys all the same. It's just, I enjoy being a small part of your life, and I enjoy it when you share yours with me as well. Okay. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video, and you can take all the time that you need. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the first card. Oh, and it is the Six of Swords. So, let's see if you can see that. Okay. The Six of Swords are all about energy of the mind, for the most part. It's about other things as well. In this card, you see a figure here and a figure here, and they're kind of passive. They're going with the flow. And if you notice what the flow looks like, troubled waters on one side, but clear waters on the other. However, it does look as though they're taking their swords with them, which can sometimes mean troubles. It could also just mean a belief system, or it could be, and this card does speak a lot to accepting other ideas, accepting other cultures, accepting, and this person is deciding to go across over there where people might believe differently, and they're taking their beliefs with them, and that's good, that's fine. But this card does speak to opening your mind and allowing any of your prejudices to, basically with this stick here, you're having to move it to get along the bottom. You have to touch the bottom to move forward. So this is get to the bottom of why you have these prejudices so that you can move forward. I know I'm not saying that exactly right, but let me try one more time to simplify this card for you today. Get to the bottom. Think about your belief system. Think about if you want to take it all with you. If there are no longer beliefs that work for you, or no longer, or if you find that you have some prejudices, now is a really good time to really look into that and discover, especially with this card, I always remember that I'm a spiritual being, to discover what you can leave and what you can take with you that will help you on your spiritual journey. I hope that made sense. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Sometimes, sometimes these cards are full of so much information, and I'm sometimes forgetting to use my intuition. So let me see if I can find my intuition in this and feel what you need to hear. One is that you are moving forward and that you are leaving the past in the past, and that's good. So let's leave it at that. Let's see what's under the second rock. Oh yeah, this one is the Eight of Swords. And this one is a very interesting card, because this woman in this card, or personage, I guess it's not really clear, she is someone that is bound. So it looks like she could easily get in any design. This happens to be the Ryder-Waite tarot, but in most designs it looks like she's bound there, but she's able to get out if she really wanted to. One of the things I read about this card is are you bound up, or are you duty bound? So she could be duty bound. So anyway, one of the things that I read in one of my books, and it's a really good book, and I'll link it. I'll link it in the description below, because it has a really good quote about this card that I'm going to read to you, and it's a quote. And I should have brought my glasses. I'm trying to see Werner Springer, who was a German man who taught meditation, basically. So I'm going to read you his quote. There are thoughts which you cannot grasp without changing your life. And you won't be able to change some things in your life without having grasped your thoughts. Thinking is a process characterized by the way it transcends material things and what seems to exist. So if I were to put that in a short, sweet message, I would say meditate on ideas and thoughts. Find some new ways to think about things. From our perspective, this person is not tied very tightly. From this person's perspective, they may feel trapped. They may feel like they have no choice, but they do. We always have a choice. In any given situation, we always have a choice. They may not be good choices, but we always have a choice. Let's look under the driftwood and see what we have here. This is a fun one, the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles to me is always delightful. So what I have for the Page of Pentacles today is to go beyond yourself, live your truth and your passion, express yourself. You might plant a seed with someone that will grow beyond your imaginings. So speak your mind. Don't allow yourself to be used. Oh, I was reading ahead, reading in my notes. I've gotten busted for that a few times. That I'm reading my notes. Well, because these are ponderings and meditations for me, and I take notes. When I'm doing personal readings, I don't take notes. I just read the cards. And we combine the cards in ways that get a lot of detail. And when I say we, I mean tarot readers. So let's move on. Let's see what we have under the last but not the least. The Eight of Pentacles. Oftentimes I think of this as an entrepreneurial card. But that's just kind of what my path has been with this card. This card means a lot of different things. Quality in work is what it has a lot to do with. And that could be in work as a job, or work and as in utilizing your talents. So don't allow yourself to be used up for someone else's benefit. You have talent. Utilize those talents for that which you are passionate about. So find your passion. Use your talents. But you don't have to do it for someone else. Do it for yourself. That's when you find the happiness. At any job that I've ever worked, I find some things to love about it. I do that with people too. If I meet someone that I don't like, I try to make a list of 10 things that I do like about them. And sometimes I find out that I really enjoy that person and might even love them. So we can do that with our jobs, with our talents, with what we're doing, with people around us. But this is more about you and what you're spending your time on. And here we are at the end. And I guess I'm a little bit relieved today. My head is real stuffy. I'm not sick, it's allergies. Mm, I want you to know that. But I do get a little, um, you know, you know how I've been today. You're watching the video. So, anyway, I hope you found this to be just what you needed. Please do take what resonates with you and just leave the rest. You don't need to make life altering decisions based on this or any other tarot card reading online, okay? Or as a video. This is just a little sampling and a little card of the day. It helps me, and I hope it helps you. So do give me a thumbs up if you like. Do come book with me on Keen or on my personal website. I will say that booking with me personally is usually a little more cost effective than going through Keen, but I don't mind how, if you feel safer going through Keen, that's fine. That's why I'm there. I just love meeting you guys. I love interacting with you. And you can do it for free here in the comments. You can even ask me a little question and I might answer it for free. All right, so we're at the end. Subscribe, please. And that's all I have to say. Thank you guys. Thanks for being here.